New from 101 Films' Agfa range comes Scary Tales, an anthology horror movie shot on video that came out in 1993. And this has a nice kind of wraparound. We have a Grim Reaper, the devil, some horrific entity that we never quite see, shrouded in a robe, telling horrifying tales to a group of young kids.
That's all we have time for. Tell us another, please.
It's kind of fun. It's an interesting opening. And basically, as he's reading these stories to the kids, we get to see them. We have three tales here. The first one, Satan's Necklace, is all about a man whom, well, it's in the title. He's outside one day with his metal detector looking for treasure and riches and discovers a kind of cheap and tattered necklace. Takes it home, shows his wife. She's about as interested as I was at that point. He sticks it on and suddenly starts to see a reflection of himself with devil horns and a little bit demonic, and it starts to influence the way he goes about his business, his horrifying business, the way his mood changes as the necklace starts to really eat its way into his soul, bringing out his devilish side. There's a wonderful sequence where his wife is in the bath and she's like, hey honey, I'm horny, and then suddenly he changes, grows a pair of horns, and he's kind of like, so am I.
Hurry up, hon. I'm really getting horny.
So am I.
Kind of funny. Good special effects. Fun, low budget, lo-fi, interesting kind of tale. Next up we have Sliced in Cold Blood, which is all about a man, a cuckolded man it seems, whose wife is cheating and he's not going to take it. In fact, he goes to deal with the situation in a murderous fashion and ends up just going on a spree of murder because, if you've done one, you may as well do a bunch, and that's what happens throughout this kind of slasher aesthetic here, moving on from the demonic possession. Finally, we have Level 21, all about a man who is obsessed with a computer game, who kind of ignores his family in the epic quest to get to Level 21. When he gets there, he finds himself transported into the game, having to battle through the final level to ultimately escape from this one.
What the fuck?
They're all kind of fun stories. They're all kind of interesting enough. Like I said, this is low budget, lo-fi. They're doing their best to make it interesting. They just don't have the budget to really elevate it very much. There are reused sets, there are reused actors. Some of them are fine, some of them are really amateurish and not at all interesting. Some of the ideas are rather lofty, and I appreciate that they're really going for it. Even though they don't have the ability to really capture that or push it forward, they are trying. Sometimes it's just nice to see people try. I think they did a really good job here with the kind of ideas of the stories. And it's just a fun anthology movie. And of course, I really do appreciate anthology movies. I'd say the weakest is probably Satan's Necklace at the start, although I did enjoy that one as well. It just feels a little bit not fleshed out enough, doesn't have enough of the kind of demonic spirit overtaking our main character. I like the kind of slasher of the second one. It kind of leans itself more easily to this lo-fi kind of budget that it has, because it just has a man going on a rampage killing people. Don't need any kind of lofty sets. We just need this murderous monster moving through this town, killing haphazardly. The third one, again, grand idea. Going into a computer game, having to battle these monsters in reality. The action's fine, they're doing the best they can, but it just needed more money to really elevate that kind of story as well. I liked Scary Tales quite a lot. I liked the ingenuity that's on show here. I liked the real gusto in trying to achieve something. I think they almost get there. As anthology movie goes, I rather enjoyed it. Of course, there are some great extras on this disc as well, so let's just dive in and have a look at them. Here we are in the disc for Scary Tales. I'm going to go to the extras. First up, we've got a commentary with the director, Doug Ulrich. Next, we have a 1987 demo version of Scary Tales, which runs just over 22 minutes and is basically all three stories just really condensed down to their base elements, which is a nice kind of idea of what it would become. Next, we have a 52-second outtake. We have a vintage TV promo appearance, which is 6 minutes 45, and to be honest, it's a little uncomfortable. Next up, we have bonus movie, The Darkest Soul, which is a kind of weird drama about two losers who continually get fired from jobs until they discover that digging graves has its benefit, as they can rob the bodies. A little bit of horror put in at the end, but it's an interesting watch. Then we have early Super 8 horror shorts by Doug Ulrich. Now altogether these run at 44 minutes 54 seconds. As you can see, there is plenty there, various different quality throughout. Of course, some are better than others, personal preference. And that's the extras for Scary Tales. So there we have it. Scary Tales from 101 Films Agfa range. I would say yes, definitely worth picking up. I would recommend it. The quality is not the greatest, but it's come to expect with these kind of releases. That's just where it is. Getting to see it is a treat all in itself. I would love to know your opinion of Scary Tales. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this one. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. And don't forget, in the description box are links to the Patreon membership program where you can join my channel and really help support. Thanks very much, and see you next time on Man v Film.